In this video, we talk about preparation for my essay question. So, the question here, referencing Jim Cartwright's material, what are the merits and pitfalls in producing his work within a non-novel setting? I've set this up, have a point, evidence, analysis, maybe a one-liner dialogue, or find a quote about Jim Cartwright, or always have an argument statement in there. You know, even though I might not believe it or might believe something else, it's always good to have a counter argument in there. C, statement, example, evidence, analysis. Roughly, every paragraph should roughly be 300 words to 500 words, I believe. But I want to have the introduction to be 150 words and conclusion roughly 200 words, or slightly under. I don't want to waffle with the introduction or conclusion. I just want to get straight. I just want to let you guys know, the introduction of it, and then my final thoughts on it. You know, that's not the main meat and potatoes of the essay. So we go into my introduction. Mention other pieces that have been set in another setting, like for example Shakespeare. Talk about Cartwright's upbringing and how that affected his writing, and then just these are some of his inspirations. Just to keep, just remember that. Liz found that on his podcast, on the Octagon, I think, something theatre podcast. And then just talk about how Road has been translated into 30 different languages, which is actually very key because that's part of the essay That's part of the essay question, and I could easily mention that. And also, I'm just going to put that in my introduction. Just tells you guys what kind of sort of man Jim Cartwright is. How regarded his work is. And then just written the same sort of again introduction. Mention the divide in class when it comes to class and status. Definitely, I need to find a a quote when it comes to because the minds is a very important part of especially to do with Road, but it's very important when you talk about moving one of Jim Cartwright's plays from the north to the south. Accent is a big thing. Talk about that. And also I found a good pitfall within it. The fact that his the dialect is similar to Shakespeare with like the iambic pentameter and just a pattern in it. Also talk about his language. I've written loads of stuff down about his language. The poetic language, rhetorical questions. Conversation where we see humanity, talking to the audience, and humour. That's a definitely constantly thing that we always see in Cartwright's plays. Even the most serious plays, he always manages to incorporate a little bit of humour there, which I really like. And yeah, trying to think what else. And even though I don't know if 100% if it's going to work, but all about taking risks. Mention COVID and how you could use that in the South. You could use a play like Road and set it in today and just incorporate COVID into it as that reaches everybody. But yeah, these are just some notes about me preparing for my essay.